okay, I kind of want to work backwards. Um, you told me a story the last time I saw you that I hadn't heard. Maybe you've told it elsewhere at this point, but about how this whole thing started with Dom. And it was as simple as like an Eddie Guerrero shirt. Can you tell the story that you told me about kind of that night and how things came about?
Yeah, so first I had that number one contenders match, that fatal four way, and I kneed myself in the face. So I pushed my tooth back and rocked myself a little bit. Uh, I knew that I had a few weeks off, and I was like, I know I'm coming back soon. And I got told that I was coming back when it was Ray's anniversary. So me being the little menace that I am, I was like, you know what? Might as well come back with a bang. And I ordered a Eddie Guerrero shirt, the I'm Your Papi one, and I was like, I'm just gonna wear it and see what happens. And I wore it, and the internet exploded. People went wild. They started calling me Papi, and all of that fun stuff. And I sort of just kept running with it. Eventually, I was like, "Yo, we should make some more shirts," but they were like, "Maybe we'll change it to Mami." So that's where like Mami came from. But that was the start of this whole wild ride with Dominik and the Mysterio family with the Judgment Day sort of thing.
So what was your relationship with Dom prior to that? Like just friendly colleagues who would see each other in catering and say hello? Like what level were you guys at?
Yeah, it was pretty much just that. Like we had a very working relationship. Like I didn't really talk to him. All that we really did was say hi, like how are you? But that was it. Like I barely got to mingle with him. I didn't really get to know him, especially because I was more just in the women's division where like now I get to experience and make friends with like guys as well because I'm actually working with them. Um, but our friendship sort of just like bloomed, and then I ended up beating him up a couple times and choking him out with my legs, and it's where this romance story started.
like any true love does, you know? Um, it's pretty fascinating because you guys have both sort of blossomed at the same time. You know, your story on Raw and SmackDown, Raw essentially first, was an interesting one because you came up just before the pandemic. And at first, it appeared to me like you were on the trajectory, like you were sort of expected to be. You're NXT Women's Champion. You get a match at WrestleMania with Charlotte right away, which of course was an odd WrestleMania, and I'm kind of curious about how you look back at that. But then I don't know. At some point, things just didn't seem to be progressing the way I expected them to. It seemed like there was some sort of disconnect in the Rhea Ripley character. Am I wrong for seeing it that way? Did you feel it that way? Because it seems like now you found yourself, but it did seem like there was a gap when it was like your footing wasn't so sure.
Yeah, there definitely was a time where I wasn't really sure what was going on or how to do my job in a way. Um, I did get to go to the main while having the NXT championship, and then obviously I had the title match at WrestleMania in the COVID era. Sorry, my dog's joining me
Oh, hello.
today. You're such an attention
What,
seeker.
what's your dog's name?
This is Barry.
How many do you have?
I have two.
And what's the other one?
Luna.
Barry and Luna. Oh, I knew a Luna as well. Hey, Barry. You seem like a great guy.
He is a great guy. But yeah, I don't know. There was like this weird period where I didn't really know how the crowd was reacting to me because there was no crowd in attendance. So that sort of started like the downhill spiral for me in a way. I didn't know how they were reacting, and then I had that whole championship match with Asuka once I finally debuted as a Raw superstar, and I wasn't sure how they were going to react to me, and I sort of just kept plotting along, and I got told like a million different things on how to be and how to act and what they want from me, and I sort of got lost in that again, like I did when I first came over here to America for the first Mae Young Classic. I sort of got lost in just trying to do everything right and what people were telling me to do, but it wasn't really what was best for me because it wasn't me being me. And the reason that the Mami thing and Rhea Ripley, the name is blowing up right now, is because I get to go out there and I do get to just have fun, and I'm doing my own thing. I'm sort of just reacting on the fly and just doing things that I would do being a menace. Like if I was a child again, I would be doing these things. But yeah, there was a specific time where I got lost in like the tag team division stuff as well. I know I tagged with Nikki ASH, and then I came out after we broke up and was like, I'm going to be a singles competitor. And then I was right back in the tag team division with Liv. And I had a great time with both of them girls. I really did. But it wasn't what Rhea Ripley is all about. I'm not really a tag team sort of person. I'm definitely more of a solo, even though, yes, it is fun. It is very, very fun. I'm definitely
Well, and you are in a tag team of sorts right now, but you get the best of both worlds. You kind of get to have this partner and also be a single star.
exactly, and that's why I think the Judgment Days work so well. I love tagging with my boys. I love tagging with Dom. We have a lot of fun, but Mami's a singles competitor. That's why Mami's the champion.